It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Darius Geis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
You go take. You got take. Check.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
I'm here all day. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hold up. Check 24.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Right 54. Down to lose one. Sponge. No. Squeeze. Check. Tight up.
Geis with a carry on second down. And an alley to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darius Geis, 42 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, Haywood. Middle. Mike, you're not ready.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Banagoo. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On first down, here's Love. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is Geis, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. It's Geis on the counter. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Get in the way, 55, Mike, 55. Army. 55.
Here's Brissett. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Love. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 14-0. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Bring it. Bring it.
Now a toss play. Here's Adams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Black 20. Get that quarterback, D-line. Quarter. D-line, get that quarterback. Snickers, 66. Check 3. General West.
Once more, Adams on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And he'll find Hall. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a first carry for Dial Pumphrey. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Easy.
It's a gain of 2. 3rd down and 13.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill. Hey, me.
Now a give running right is Love. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Quick. Hey, check right. Watching you go.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And the Colts first down.
Let's go.
On first down, this is Geis. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
No. Off. Watch the twist.
Geis. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go. The Colts on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Reset. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On first down, it's Love, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go. Mike 55.
On 2nd and 9, Reset. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 99. Check 99. Check. Big Dad. Go. Whip.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, here's Love. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So no surprise if Vinatieri able to convert there. He is, of course, the owner of the NFL record for most postseason field goals.
Hard to believe he was undrafted coming out of college. And now here he is, into his 40s, and he's still one of the best kickers around.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to...
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Justin Houston just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Johnson, the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Brissett. This will be caught inside the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Love. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On the ground, Geis. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. They were looking for Johnson that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
On the carry, it's Love. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Short yardage, Brissett. And he's got his man, Hilton. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now a 2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 28-yard line.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Heads, yeah. Mark 55. Mark 55. Mark 55. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brissett letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Hey, Charlie.
He don't want it.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Watch middle.
Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch the blood.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Check three. Check three. Check three.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a give right side. It's Love. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On the ground, it's Geis. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Steelers. And even 60 yards.
Check 43.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
8.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
55. 55. In the face.
On 2nd and 15 now. Brissett. His throw incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third down, it's Love, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Justin Houston in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
36 to Mike. Time to go. Night.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
I'm trying to collect. 22, 44. These 2. 22. Hey, dude.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, echo. Middle. Motion, check. Shift.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Come on, switch it. Hey! Motion.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They'll run with Geis. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Again they run. Again it's Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now Brissett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
No spacing.
Watch 30. Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Quarter.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.